Hey guys, okay, let's start chatting about how to add a function to the matrix class. Okay, here I have opened the Tridiag header file. Okay, so if you want to add a function to this, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is first add the function prototype to the header file. Nice thing is the implementation here is not separated from the header file, so you can just do everything all at once. Okay, so the function prototype, you should first state what you want the function to return. Let's say we want to make a function that, I don't know, prints the number of rows in the matrix. Okay, so there are no arguments. If there were arguments in the function, here you'd only state the data type of the arguments. You wouldn't actually state the name of the parameter. Okay, so now we've added our function prototype. So now let's add the actual function. Okay, so right, so we again write void whatever, so the function is returning nothing. Okay, then we say the name of the class, add the resolution scope resolution operator, and then the name of the function. Okay, all right, so then let's say rows okay, so this is so we're done. We've added a function to the class. So what's important is the scope resolution operator, stating creating the prototype function at the top, and yeah. So now obviously creating a function, you would need to most of the time you need to call other functions within the class, and in the main function, when you want to call a method from the class, you also need to do that. So now let's discuss how that's done. First of all, let's discuss how you'd call another function within the class. Because you're in the class, you don't have to create an object to call the function. You just call the function. So let's say there's a function here already for a vector product. So let's just use that function. So let's say we just want to multiply a matrix by a vector. We would okay, so let's call the function. So let's say we want to return a pointer to the result. We call that function mult. Okay, and parameters, we would use a vector as an argument. Okay, right. As you can see, I didn't actually name the vector. I just said what what data type it is. All right. So then now when actually creating the function, okay, we state the class that we're in. Okay. Now we have an argument. Let's call that argument v. That's the vector that we want to multiply the matrix by. Okay, so now we want to call this function here we want to call this function here vector product, right? And it takes in an argument of a double, pointer to a double. Okay, so we have that here in V. So we say vector product taking in the argument V. So now we've called the vector product function within the class. So now, for instance, if we want to call a function in the main function, this is where you have to create an object to access the methods within the class. So this is just my old task, one of my old tasks. So I already created an object here. Here I've created the object A1, right? So let's just comment this stuff out. Right, so we've got an object A1. So if we want to call a method from the class, you simply say A1 the object dot, and then so let's say we want to print the matrix that's been created. Simply say A1 dot print, and yeah, if we run this, we'll see that the matrix is printed. Oh, sorry. Right, so this is the matrix that's been printed. Okay, so as you can see, this is how you call a function from within the class, and this is how you call a function when you're already in the class. Right.